Okay, so are we live? Seems we are live. I just can't see it published. Yep, we are live. Okay. So hey everyone, today is day 6 building the UFC Prediction app with Claude. And over the 6 days we achieved a lot. Today I'll briefly go what we have done so far, and I will also present what we will focus on today. Today it will be a relatively short stream compared to the previous days because I'm planning on making some edited content for today and also creating some communities for the future plans. So I will make a brief introduction of what we have done and will present what we will work for today. Yeah, so in general, what we achieved over the past 6 days, starting from scratch, only had a plan, some general understanding what needs to be done, and over the 7 days, today is the 7th day, we generated the UI template for the website. We have a landing page with upcoming UFC fights. We have details, event details page where we can see the upcoming fights, and here you can see the fight cards. We have some small statistics here displayed, last fights of the fighters. We have this indicator of the streaks of the fighters. It shows if the fighter has minimum 3 streaks of win or lose. We displayed. We have the odds from DraftKings here. We can expand on the card, and we have statistics like striking, grappling, career. This is our prediction system. This is the algorithm which feeds on the data of the fighters and generates the percentages of prediction, and it has these 3 criteria which it gives to the prediction, which is low confidence, medium or high, and the percentages of the method of the victory. Current odds again from the DraftKings for now. We have fights where you can search, try to find some fight. If you can search by the fighter name, and you can find all the fights including the fighter name. We can clear and filter out by the weight classes. Bantamweight fights, we can specify the year, methods like KO, TKO, or any method, whether it was title fight. We have compare feature, which lets you to compare the fighters. Islam Makhachev, Ilya Topuria, physical comparison, striking, grappling, and the prediction. Simulate, which is just beta, it's just the animation just for fun, for simulating some fantasy fights, matchups, and live feature, which is also in development. It's the initial plan for this was different, to let the users see the real-time fight statistics, how many strikes landed on this minute, on that minute, but that feature is currently not available, and we will display the current chances of percentage for the win real-time based on the active real-time odds coming from the bookmaker companies. And so today we are planning to implement, so the plan for today will be to implement the Edge Finder. What Edge Finder is, basically it will be comparing the odds for the fighter with our own prediction. So let's say the bookmaker DraftKings gives the fighter, based on the odds, there's a value like percentage like 15% or 30% to win, and let's say our prediction algorithm gives it a 40% to win. So basically we compared our all 40% with the odds 30%. So 40 minus 30, that's a 10% value. So that's the value which the users will be able to find, and that's where the bookmakers can be wrong. So that is the plan for today. I have already prepared the prompt for the Claude, and let's get into it. Let's start doing it. It's really important feature. And yeah, let's see what challenges we encounter building it today. It's a relatively big feature, so need to be aware how Claude is working on that. And based on my yesterday's discoveries, basically most of the project I spent on prompting and fixing if there were not that many critical bugs, and so basically I spent most of the project prompting, not really getting to the code that much. But the plan for today is also on this feature, particularly to monitor the code, at least try to clean it up, because yesterday I discovered like Claude tends to write code which is working fine, but it tends to not approach it with care, as to say, writing a big components, putting everything into it, whatever component needs, and some of the code I think that should be outside of that component and reusable. For example, helper functions which could be useful in any parts of the project should not live in that particular component and should live in more global folders. Also, it tends not to create custom hooks, so I guess, yeah, I believe it's configurable. I have not set up any configuration for custom hooks, but today I'll try to be more aware of such functionality. Let's see how it goes. I don't want to give it make it work on many things for today, and actually there's not many features left to deliver for now, so this is the most important feature. And yeah, bug fixes and some UI to be fixed in some places of the app. I will try to use Stitch to generate some UI fixes for today. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so I have made some researches today, some planning done today. I found also one good thing, like I found in general, like when you have Claude subscription and you have like can use Claude, whether it's command like whether it's CLI or desktop app or mobile app or through the website, Claude can assist you in everything, right? And I find for me personally to not adjust, but to basically create your own assistant in particular topic, to have Claude as your own assistant, I found very useful to create a repo and use Claude as a command line helper assistant. So instead of, for example, creating a project in a Claude app, desktop app, create a project and manage your project through the app. I found it more useful through command line. I tailored specific assistant for me, which will support me in my needs, whatever goal it is, by creating a repo locally and configuring the Claude, so in a way that it tracks your current progress for the tasks, updates daily with your progress, monitors your finished tasks, and brainstorms the new tasks, ideas. Also, personal growth is integrated in that project, for example, and it reviews your tasks, how you implemented it, criteria which it should check, and it writes an improvement plan for you, how you should do it better next time. So it's very useful, and whoever wants to have Claude as assistant in improving, instead of just opening a chat every time and giving him the prompts, just set up a repo, configure it in the beginning so it knows what it needs to work on with you. Okay, so here we have, I need to read it actually, not to miss anything. It has finished. Here's what it has built. Queries Edge Prisma query for upcoming fights with non-null odds on both corners. Okay, adapters, Edge Finder. I guess it's a function, utility function. Transform fight plus prediction into the edge fight with edge. Expected value calculations. Okay. Source up edge. Server component loads fighter profiles, runs predictions in parallel via promise, all settles and works and sorts by max edge. Okay. We have a client component with summary stats bars, filter bar, and empty state. Edge fight card with red blue corner showing odds, implied probability, model probability, edge indicator, EV page, method predictions, confidence page, okay, and expandable warnings. Cool. Edge calculation logic. Edge model probability versus implied probability, odds positive, okay. Value bet threshold, okay, value. Okay, before I check that, actually I want, what is this? Why does, okay, maybe here I'll open up the new one. Okay, so let me open up terminal here. I want to make sure the odds are up to date. I will ask Claude to we have an odd fetching function. Yeah, for some reason it's not rendering the terminal well. IDE disconnected. Weird. Okay, let's put this terminal here. Need some chill lo-fi beats. Okay, so we should have a script fetching odds. Can you please check it? And I want odds to be up to date. Can you please check if I run the script? Also give me the script to run that command to run that script, so I can fetch the odds, and make sure when the script runs it will update the existing odds on the upcoming fights. So while it does that, we can check. So we have Edge Finder here in the header. Let's see how it looks like on the smaller screens. First of all, like this, it looks fine, but when it gets collapsed like this, okay. Yeah, here at this resolution it looks not so good, but here it's fine. There is a burger menu. Okay, let's go to Edge Finder. First of all, I want to take a look. Okay, the numbers and text is messy. I want to take a look so user understands what is going on. It should be user friendly, but the good thing is it found value bets found 15. That's actually cool. Let me also like finish updating the script for upcoming odds. What is okay? Yeah, I mean, okay, so let's run. Yeah, let me run this. It will update the odds. It's snowing heavily outside. What's going on? Why doesn't it fetch? Okay, run it here. Okay, now this looks messy. I want this to okay, medium. Before I get into the comparing the odds and how value it is, I will compare it. Let me first throw this into the stitch and ask to make user friendly. Okay, I'll send a screenshot. Let's go with prompt. So this is page on my website, which is basically an edge finder which finds the valuable odds for the upcoming UFC fights. As you can see, it looks a little bit messy. I want, when the user appears there, to not get lost and find it easy to operate on the page and see all the text content well, so it's more appealing to the eye. So please adjust the layout of the text and everything. Coloring leave the same because that is basic colors of my web page. Okay, it cut me off. Okay, first let's send. Let's send. First, let's send. Let's see what it does. Okay, while it's generating. Image calculation. Okay, let's go scrape. I'll try to figure out on my own what's happening here. Like UFC Fight Night, Eloy Murphy. Okay, so it found. Yeah, I mean, I need first to populate all the odds. I think some odds on some fights are missing. So let this scraping function complete. Okay, quote. Okay, still plenty of room. Okay. Okay, 14 fight updated on the next card. That's the most important. Okay. Let's refresh this. Value bets 13. Okay. Highest edge Leron Murphy. Okay. Leron. Okay. Let's go one by one. Oh, Leron Murphy. Mozart Eloy, Leron Murphy. Highest edge against Mozart Eloy. Okay, so let's check one thing. Let's find that event. Eloy Murphy. Okay, so Eloy is heavy favorite. and Murphy is the underdog, and the value bet the highest edge based on comparing our prediction with odds. Eloy is the best pick. Okay, let me check. By the way, I just need to see the odds on local bookmakers. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let me find the MMA. It is a fight night. Okay, we can't see. No, sorry. The odds. I want to see all the odds. Decimal. Yeah, really good odds. 3.1 decimal. Okay, so we have model. So this our model prediction 34%, 65. Edge 34. Okay. But why is here 38? Here is 34. Need to check on this. What is this? Ah, there's a warnings. Okay, Osborne. I don't know these fighters actually. Okay. Zachary, Michael Pereira. So Pereira is favorite. Pereira is favorite, and the Reese is underdog, and we are giving him the edge value bet. Okay. Jordan Levitt. Okay, the edge for Jordan Levitt. Let me check. Let me check which fight card is this. Strickland Hernandez. Okay. Jordan Levitt. Okay, so Chidi, I don't know this fight. Sean Strickland, Anthony Hernandez. Okay, so basically it finds a value bet. Okay. Okay, I just need to ask specifically about this fight. Please explain the edge for Jordan Levitt. The edge says 18%. and our model gives prediction 46%, and the odds for him are plus 260, and L is plus 65.6 percentage. Please explain why does Levitt have edge, and why is it value bet? Okay, well, until it does that, let's go here. Edge finder. So let's compare. What is it about? I didn't tell to give 5 variations. That sucks, actually. So number one, what's the difference between here? Okay, not a big fan, please. Okay, this one is better, actually. This one is much better. I wonder if we should have the photos here in the background. Yeah, let's have photos. Okay, so I like this one. I like this design. Let's please make in a way that these cards have a fighter picture on the background, and these pictures are a bit transparent. You get the idea. Try creating 3 variations. Okay, let's see. Okay, meanwhile, let's try to understand this. The sportsbook Levitt's odds are plus 260. That means the bookmaker is pricing him as if he has about 27% chance to win. Okay, now it's clear. An implied probability equals to 100 divided on. Okay. Yes, so this is how the percentages is being calculated. This 250, 260. The market is saying Levitt is a big underdog, roughly 1 in 4 shot. Our model view is that our prediction engine, after analyzing striking, grappling, recent form, physical attributes, gives Levitt 46 chance to win. Almost a coin flip. The edge equals to model probability minus implied probability, which is 19% left. So model thinks Levitt is 90 percentage points are likely to win more, 19% more than the bookmakers give. Points to win the odds implied. The bookmakers are undervaluing him, the cap is the edge. Okay. Okay, so why 65 percentage? Where is 65 on Levitt? So expected value 65 percentage. Expected value answers like, if I bet on this 100 times at these odds, what's my average return? Okay, so let's figure it out. Bet $100, get $360 back. For every $100 wager, the model expects $65 profit on average. Because the payout is 3.6, is way too generous for someone who wins 46 of the time. Yeah. So it's a value bet. Levitt doesn't need to be a favorite to be a value bet. He just needs to be underpriced. The bookmakers are paying you as if he's 28% long shot, but the model says he's closer to a coin flip. You're getting underdog odds on someone who isn't really that much of an underdog. So it's clear and it's very interesting. And let's now dive deep into the Lerone Murphy. Okay. Hi. Let's check on Journal Medium. Okay, so now the question is, okay, now please explain in similar way the fight Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy, not Mozart. Mozart Evloev. Okay, Mozart Evloev, so Lerone Murphy. Edge is 34.5%. So does it mean that, so if it's the 34.5, then 65 minus 34 will be 31. 10 percentages go, it will be 30.80. 30.80% is given by bookmakers. Let's correct this. This means given by bookmakers. Okay, let's ask him like this. And value bet is 112.2.
Hello. Hi, I'm calling you from Electric's technical support. My name is Vivian. How can I report you?
Okay.
Okay, nice to meet you, Tandir.
So
you have open ticket.
yeah, just want to confirm my understanding of how he implemented this.
So deploy it. So I wanted to get a bit more. Okay, I can qualify for 200.
Actually, I'm excited about this prediction.
Or I can share with you.
I wonder, but yeah, this fight is on 21st of March.
I need some more details. It's not clear about what's.
Okay, so your first guess is spot on. Yes, if the edge is 34.5, then the bookmaker implied probability around.
Thank you.
Well, our model sees the fighter around roughly 65. Okay, edge, yeah, it's correct. The massive disagreement. The bookmakers are pricing someone as 1 in 3 underdog, but our model says they win nearly 2 out of 3 times. The odds are probably around 225, which, yeah, the expected value small correction, almost right, but the expected value is profit, not total return. Yeah, that's what I meant actually. Means that decimal odds on average, like $100 bet on average returns profit 102. Total return on average 200. Yes, actually that's what I meant, on 112 profit, not my like the bet included. So total return on average is 212. That's the absurd edge if the model is right. You're essentially more than doubling your money on average per bet. When you're getting underdog money on someone, the model thinks it's actually favored. Okay, the expected value explodes. Yeah, actually, add the disclaimer that it's not financial advice. Good point. Good point. In no way this is financial advice. Now let's get back to the design. So it creates good designs, but it does not understand the prompt well. I asked to give the underground background pictures for the fighters, it only edited here. Why? Okay, so okay, in general I like this one. Which one to go with? I think this one is better because it's kind of a bright colors, the green and this edge highlighted. The beige is also really nice. I think just to set background image of the fighter, but I am thinking that won't it get too repetitive because we have on landing page, we have fighters pictures here, then we have fighter pictures on fight cards, and when you open up we have same fighter pictures here, and when we go to Edge Finder we have same pictures there. That's a question. But without pictures it seems like a plane, you know, like maybe not fighter pictures specifically, but something else. Maybe just logo of the website, which I don't have by the way yet. Or maybe octagon picture. Yeah, okay, I'll try. So I like this one, but what image could be fitting here? Okay, first I will go with this design and then I will think of the image. Let me download this. Okay, so extract. Edge Finder. Let's throw this into the project. Okay, so now let's throw this too. Okay, now let's throw this. Let's please refactor the design on the Edge Finder page based on the screenshot provided. Okay, Claude will pretty easy do that, I guess. It never struggles with this type of thing, redesigning. So, not a big deal for Claude to do that. What I want to do next. Actually, I really like that concept of this. Edge Finder seems really cool. Do we have a disclaimer here? Okay. I mean, the functionality of this website is just it has just to be up to date always with the data. Nothing else needed. People can anytime come here, check, make sure the data is correct, it's up to date, and it's really useful tool. I'll try to maybe more simplify the UI. I like when it's more simplified, not too complex, not too advanced, like many drop downs and many input selections, this, that. You just come here, edge finder, you click, you find edges. Okay, so the data scraping is the main thing for this. By the way, currently I'm scraping all time fights data, because I only had it for starting from 2023. So yeah, it's scraping one by one here. As you can see, scraped 269 out of 1216. So yeah, now let's see the progress on updating. Yeah, meanwhile I'll think while it's running, while the Claude is running. Let's think, where's the screen? Edge finder. How can this be improved? Sync data. What is this sync data settings? Okay, never mind about that for now. So the images, yeah, how to make this more eye appealing. I'm not sure about this cream color here. Actually, it's really interesting for me. There will be somewhere edge finder for these fights, and I want to maybe try to find. And what is the others prediction? So Mozart, let's see, edge, odd edge finder. Let's see here. Okay, not understandable for me, this one. Like, how should I search here? Close this. Betting lines. This is betting lines. Matchup. No edge. UFC betting out. UFC prediction software. Let's see how does it work. Okay, so what is this website? Nothing valuable. Okay, this one. Who are we? Free betting tools. Okay, this one is a proper tier US prediction system built to analyze fights using advanced MMA modeling. And okay, what is this theory, by the way? Bayesian prediction theory. Framework interprets probability as subject to degree of belief or rational expectation rather than just long frequency. By the way, that's a interesting stuff. Like, you know, how I just want to ask Claude about this. How does our prediction algorithm operate compared to Bayesian probability theory? Okay, it's a pretty straightforward question. I think he understands immediately what we want to know. Meanwhile, let's see, it produces clear percentage-based theory for every UFC fight by evaluating historical performance, fight match data, including current trends, style and form. Okay, ours does basically the same. Improves over time as more data is added. The system continuously updates probabilities, making predictions stronger, more robust. I mean, that's obvious with all the prediction evaluating systems. Okay, so what's the bit algorithm calculates likelihood of outcome based on prior evidence. Okay. For example, the prediction whether it will rain tomorrow is far more accurate when you include historical weather patterns, recent conditions, seasonal trends. Same logic applies to UFC fights. More relevant database processes, the more refined prediction become. Where do this get this data from? If Dustin Poirier has a stomach issue or had a terrible weight cut, do they have spies in the camps? Or this data is not usually public in any ways. Have been watching UFC for years, and very rarely some rumor comes out about the fighter, so you can't really implement this. Of course, if my algorithm has all this data, it will do the more clearer predictions. But what's like better to write, I think, where does this data come from? What separates from other prediction models? Bayes AI removes human bias entirely. In other prediction models, AI prediction models, human bias usually doesn't exist anyways. It doesn't rely on opinions, intuition, or subjective analysis. Instead, it evaluates each matchup using structured data. Okay. In general, this about info, I think I also should add about my on my app. Free full prediction. Free full prediction, okay. Okay, I need a FQA section for sure. So, who we are? I wonder, so doesn't it offer like free tool, like how it works? So I need to register. Okay, I'll try to register and hopefully I'll be able to do it for free, because why would I pay for this? Oh, I mean, usually it's not how in betting works. With betting tools, let's see. I mean, odds converter. Okay, I don't need this. Live odds and bet tracking. John. Okay, so dog of the week. Let's see. By the way, what did Nico Price do? Nico Price lost, and here subscription $6 per week, and okay, Nico Price should have won. He had workout. Okay. I'm not sure even if I want to log in here because it just doesn't tell me anything. All I found out is this AI algorithm, but I need to pay to use it. Okay, the main page why use monthly subscription. I know, I will make this data available on my landing page for now. So, but I couldn't find any edge. So basically, let's say I didn't find. Okay, nowhere to check. So in that case, I'll continue developing my stuff. So, yep, let's proceed. I'm still in and the design has been updated. But, okay, so I understand what's happening, by the way. Let me find one thing. I mentioned that we are yet updating the data because we had data starting from 2023 and we are updating and it's still fetching, so this will change. Like this highest grade, it's already changed. It's not 60 or something, 30 something it was. So okay, let's now specifically take a look at the design. Did it finish, by the way? It finished. Let's check the usage. Today I made some deep researches. Okay, it's all cool. So I'm super excited about this edge finder. I need to add to the list like about us page, FAQ page, and I need to figure out about the colors. So let's first of all compare this with this. Okay, what is missing from here? And also the mobile design, I need to check the mobile or small screen version. Looks fine, I guess, but no, maybe it could be improved. Okay, we'll improve it later. Let's just check, compare the stitch design and how the Claude generated. Okay, it's not the same, to be completely honest. Not the same. Sync data as if it does something. Okay, so edge finder, why didn't it do the same way? It could be that these colors are not being actively used on our page, so that could be the reason. But let's compare everything. This color is brighter, which I like. I want to make it lighter. Highest edge, it should be green, I think, also. Number 1 ranked, number 3 ranked. It should not be the same color, I think. Okay, anyways. Minus should be not in green. I think. Okay, need to note everything down. Okay, notes. Oh, I'll compare it through here. Let's make a green color on this page for expected value edge value bets found to be exact like in the picture provided. It's more bright green in the picture. That's the first note. Second note, the cards itself are not exactly like in the image. They should have border like in image and kind of header that's holding the title. I think minus odds should be in red background instead of green. Also, what is this, by the way? Also, the value bet page pushes down the text content for prediction for opposite fighter, and it looks inconsistent. Also, we have missing right border to the card of the predicted fighter. Please take a look. Which model is this, by the way? Opus. It's Opus. I mean, yeah. Take a look at the image one more time and to make fixes. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I need to continue searching for my logo and the name. Okay, so this looks much better. Need some small UI fixes. Value bets, how convenient. Not the exact color which I want, by the way. No, I need this to be exactly like this, so today Claude struggles a bit, I see.
Hello. Yeah, excuse me again.
Okay, I will just try front end.
Okay.
Just.
So you have mesh. Sorry. Could you repeat again, please? I couldn't hear you well. So you have raised the ticket with us about the labs, right? Local account password solutions deployment. So you have mentioned that you have an active directory. It's not clear for me what specifically you want to do. Could you please give me some more details? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. And Active Directory is already added as a monitoring plan. So what specifically do you want to do? Mm-hmm. So meaning that you want in the search results to see everything only related to these labs. Am I correct?
Okay, so
in the search. Uh-huh.
I will just clear the context
Okay,
here.
I see. Here is
I'll
the
restart
thing. In
terminal.
reality, we do not have an option. As you know, how Active Directory works. It shows that
Gonna be back while it's cooking.
changes.
Okay, let's check. Structure updated. I will need some manual coding because for some reason it can't update the design. Okay, let's go. Not to forget skills. Okay, first of all, I need to find okay, I found it. Edge fight card. I also need the image. Okay, I'll open up the image separately. Maybe like this. Yep, and I will do like this. Oh, this is not the image I want. Okay, like this maybe. So, no. Okay, like this, it's fine, I guess. It's not inside the card. Okay, let's try to maybe adjusting it. Oh, it's outside the card. Not good. Okay, not to lose time on this. I'll give it a prompt. Okay, now it's a bit more looks like in the design. Okay, this is too much rounded. Even smaller one. This is too small. Okay, like this is better. Okay, and this one also. Okay, this one is better. The record should be bold, I believe. Bold. Yeah, this is the problem, like it updates only this one. It's not right. We should have the reusable component. Let's have some kind of a reusable component for this piece of code which displays the record of the fighter, because for example right now I adjusted the color of it and it changed only on one fighter because it's hard coded on each of the card. So let's make this component like a reusable. Let's put it maybe into this edge fight card. Let's create a component inside here and put this component, I don't know, name it like record display or something. You come up with a good name and let's reuse it on the cards. Yeah, it's doing like not doing good by not reusing the components. Okay, so the main issue now, I need to share images with it because seriously it doesn't understand, you know, stuff. I need to mention to make always reusable components also. Okay, now I share the image of our card, the first one, how it looks like. I mean the specific card which contains the fighter name and the prediction and the age. I shared the design image, how it should look like, the second image. So please make sure, like as you can see in the design image, the left fighter card has its own background, kind of a gradient type background, and the second card has different color but also gradient type background. So please make sure our component looks like the one in the image. Now starting a bit to look like that. Yes, but it still not exactly looks like that, because as you can see in the design photo, the gradient is outside of the container that holds the edge and prediction. So basically the edge and prediction, the fighter name, is in container, which is rounded and is lighter color, and it's inside the section that has this gradient color. Also, the header of the card in the design is a bit different. It's more bordered. It has a bit slightly darker background that holds the content of the prediction. I don't know why, but today I'm babysitting Claude. Babysitting Claude today. Okay, so now also we need to fix one more thing. In the design photo, the color green is a bit more shiny, bright than ours. You can see it on the value bet button on edge and expected value text. It's more shiny, bright. So can we adjust it? And also on the cards, prediction cards that we display here, the right border or left border, based on which fighter has more edge, our border should not be on the full container. As you can see in the screen, only the section that holds the fighter title and the prediction, that should have the border highlighted, and the border should be a bit more thick, and the color also should be like bright green there. Let's see if it understands. Okay. The color is not the same. Okay, so the border is still not on point because now the border is on the inner card that holds fighter, title and prediction, but it should be on the outer card that holds this fighter edge card. So basically the border should go up until the footer and header of this component. And also please remove on the top settings and sync data buttons. I can't rely on Claude today, need to do it myself. So basically it readjusts everything, it doesn't care. I've made some fixes and it still does the same thing. Why did it add this padding or round it? That's crazy. Okay, I adjusted this component, removed some from one div, the rounded and padding. Right now it looks fine, so can you please make this component to be reusable? So on the left side or right side we reuse this instead of defining it separately. Yeah, this gets messy a bit. This, yeah, gets messy. For some reason today Claude is just not good with designing. Stitch should have, by the way, I want to get, let's say, the colors of it. Copy to Figma. Maybe view code. Yeah, this is the color, actually. Great. Now, can you replace the green color that's being used on this page with the one I shared with you with this color code? But please make sure to define this color code in the globals and reuse it like that, not to type hard code here everywhere, okay? Just define it in globals and give it a naming like bright green or something. Yeah, so it added to globals edge bright, good. Yeah, much better. Okay, so Okay, updated. Let's take a look from here. Okay. Okay, so it looks better. I just still need to figure out there are many UI bugs which are not looking cool. Yeah, the many things needs to be fixed, but one thing I also don't understand, the highest edge here is showing 30% and here it's showing 26. Need to check about it. The highest edge is showing and on the card under prediction it's showing 6.4 edge for learning. Why is this? Why? Okay, also here, no.
Yeah, pretty much. That's my.
Okay, the bug was in edge finder being applied to both edges, so largely negative edge like alloy. So math was being applied to both edges, so a large negative edge like was being treated as the max edge instead of Murphy's actual positive. Ah, okay. So negative edge was being treated. Okay, not a big issue. Let's see, the scraping is being done. Yeah, scraping is being done. Now it's interesting to see the predictions. Let's say Ilia Topuria is not Makachev, because Ilia Topuria was a heavy favorite over Islam Makachev. He's still favorite, not that heavy favorite, but he's still. Let me check Islam Makhachev, actually. Yeah, we have whole information on him. By the way, Islam's takedown accuracy is declining a bit over the last 5 fights. Knockdown power declining, finish rate, even though it's going up, finish rate, yeah. By the way, I finished scraping data. I guess we'll need to recompute. Yeah, you know, I immediately will tell Stitch to please make mobile version for this. The server is already running on port. Okay, I got it. Let's commit all state changes to master. Yeah, let's see the mobile version. No, it's kind of not looking good, I think. It looks like a Telegram chat. Please create 5 variations for the mobile version of this design. Okay, committed. see changes. Like over. Okay, clear. Okay, now oh, this is not doing good. Okay, so what should I do now? So I was scraping data. I ran scraping data for all time for the fighters, fights, and it finished. Should I recompute the database data now? Okay, let's recompute and see if we have some changes. Okay, so if we recompute the data, let me try to compare one more time. Yep, still the same. Okay, now the background is the problem with the background. Also the mobile version is ready. This is more like a tablet version, not the mobile version. This one kind of looks fine. In the Edge Finder page, please let's put a disclaimer on top of the page that is not financial advice. Yeah, it's not looking that bad actually. Yeah, I just need to adjust the gradient backgrounds for the cards. Okay. And now let's please adjust the gradient background for inside the card, the edge card, you know. There we have a background set, and can you make it a bit more beautiful, like gradient? Okay, I'm not sure if you will understand this one. I guess I'll need to adjust it manually. Okay, the connection is real bad, I guess. Are we crashing? Okay, no. Okay, the connection is bad for some reason. Okay, so after the database update and compute, it only found actually seven value bets found. I need FAQ also for instructions for this page, explaining how it works, stuff like that. User friendly. Okay, I'll get to that. Actually, I wanted today also do that, but before that, let me not miss something. Okay, it updated the colors, but I don't like this. Okay, so let me try one thing, this one. Okay, let's check it out here. Yeah, this was the idea initially. I think it's fine. Okay, so let's say okay, so there's one thing. This color should vary based on the edge. Okay, now it looks fine. I updated something. Please don't change the code. I just saved something in Edge Fighter card, small UI tweak. What I want you to do is following. As you can see, we are applying the border green to the fighter who has the edge, and we have left card is like more reddish background, and the white and the right card has more greenish background. So I want this background color to be adjusted in a way that whoever has the edge to have that more greenish color, and whoever does not have the edge have the red background color. You understand? You have to just swap the colors based on who has the edge. You don't need to change colors. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think it's here, right? Okay, yeah, looks fine to me. Yeah, maybe this green color is shouting too much. Okay, now let's compare the mobile design. With the design generated here. This, okay, let's compare this to this. This one is better. This one is too tall. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's go. Now let's update the mobile version for this edge component, the fight edge component, to look like the one I shared the screenshot for the mobile version. warping. Okay, so it's cooking the mobile version. Meanwhile, what do I need to check? What do I need to check? Okay, let's go and FAQ. I need to add to the to-do list to create the FAQ. I will open a new terminal for that. Okay. Let's go to play mode. Okay, so we need kind of a page on this website, about us page, to describe what is this application about. Basically, we will talk about, I think, our prediction algorithm. We need to describe it to the user in a maximum user-friendly way, so they understand how our algorithm works. Also, it would be nice to have FAQ section with some possible questions that user might have and the answers. Also, we need one section about edge finder page, how it's being done, how the edges are being calculated. Let's plan this out. Okay, let's see the mobile version. Yeah, looks much more clean, much better. Okay, on this, no, it's okay, it's readable, I guess, yeah. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so the layout completed. I think today, only thing I will do is just take care about us section and the FAQ section. I need it in a way that to find a nice place to put it. I think I will take out the simulate. For now it's a beta version. Live should stay here, edge finder, rankings. What is the secret material soundtrack? What is this image he's taking? So that's where my tokens are going. Like, what is this Chrome bot? When was this done? Yeah, meanwhile, I will manually adjust some components. Okay. Struggle to find it. About page. Okay, seems nice, kind of. Age finder, rankings, life stats, fighter database. Okay. Head to head compare. Okay, how the prediction works. Okay. Yeah, I think it's nice questions. Age, what is age exactly? Can I use this to bet? These tools for entertainment and education purposes, not financial advice. Why do recent fights matter more than the older ones? Fighters evolve. Do you factor in camps, injuries? Yep, looks fine to me. I could not find the fight card. Find the fight card component, and there is a brief overview like between the fighters, and in the overview section we display country, age, and age. If one fighter is more age, we kind of highlight it in the red color. I don't want to do that. Let's not highlight it. Let's leave the color as is, black. Also point me out where exactly this line is written. Quickly fixed it. Line 216. Okay, so it was here. Oh, why did it do like this? Keep highlight. Ah, but I don't understand. Take that. Hey, social twin, I'm doing fine. Thanks, man. What about you? How you doing? Just exploring bugs today, added couple of features today. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this about page looks nice, I think. Okay, so I guess that will be it for now. I need to just get rid of what is not necessary for now. Some UI fixes, I guess, bug fixes. I will test the data, compare some fighters' statistics, and basically that will be it. I will deploy the test version for it for now, and I think the main features are ready to go live, so we'll start planning on production. Okay, thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned. I will release a couple of updates regarding this project soon. Also planning some content to release, and we'll post some updates also on YouTube regarding this project, and see you